offense. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. To Montgomery to begin the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive. And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. On second down, a run with Patterson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground. Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball? Absolutely. Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. The Falcons at 8-2 on the year. And they come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season. Winners of 8 of their last 10. And you have to believe that this is a pretty angry bunch. They only put up 3 points in their last game. I would expect them to be in better form here after a serious week of practice. On the move past the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. And the strap in part. Less than 2 minutes in, had to score on the one side. Poor answer, though, to get the equalizer. Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even out. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One play action, Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Patterson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Another completion right back to Patterson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
This is a nice answer to the touchdown drop against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ballgame. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It's a room to maneuver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. 98 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And they went the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a hand in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring more attention to him as well.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Gets past one man. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Come on, set. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And I think there on the left hash mark, he's just aiming down the middle and hoping to hit it true. But this ball started right and start working away from him. And it's going to wind up wide of the mark.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Being chased out left. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the 2nd half gets underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the 1st half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That play stopped behind the line by Trey Flowers. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll drop to throw. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before they take it down. 22 yards there, 1st down.
They left the man coverage out left and ended up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. He'll look to throw. Got London on a slant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. He's got Patterson on the out route. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! Drake London, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Crew up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Crew to kick off. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 145 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears are back within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Patterson running between the tackles. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. Ritter's throw complete. This is London. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Montgomery on the counter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
On play action, they'll throw. That's brought in downfield by London. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Knock him down at the 49. First down there, going to pick up the 25. They're going to look to throw. And And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Swings this out here for Cohen. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On the return is Pettis. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last series for a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Now Montgomery running right. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 158 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to it. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the 4th quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a 1st down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the 4th quarter. Picked up the 1st, stopped the clock too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge game, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On the play, and now they're forced for the 3rd and 1. That's how you're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. It's just a big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Back to throw now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty simple.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by M23. And the Falcons are going to take over at their 13-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's the 2nd and 7. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to have it on the first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Good pick up there, Good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Berkshire, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This pass is caught by London. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Brandon, it's a huge completion there. It puts him in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked on by Dane Cruikshank. And the Bears are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the 4th quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. When one team squandered opportunity, it's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And he's got room. And he brings it back to the